Hey, welcome to our episode of Chad's Beer Reviews. Continuing with BJCP style guidelines, we are now on style 26B, Belgian double. Overall impression, a deep reddish copper, moderately strong, malty, complex Trappist ale with rich malty flavors, darker dried fruit esters, and a light alcohol blended together in a malty presentation that still finishes fairly dry. It's interesting. That is a run-on sentence to be sure, and they use the word malty 3 times in one sentence. And for this example I've got, which is one of the most famous examples in the world, is Chimay Red or Chimay Première. All right, so let's check the comments, history, all that stuff. So it's actually quite short. I'm surprised. Let's look at the characteristic ingredients. Belgian yeast strains prone to production of higher alcohols, esters, and phenolics are commonly used. Thought that was pretty much a given. Impression of a complex grain bill, although traditional versions are typically Belgian Pils malt with caramelized sugar syrup or other unrefined sugars providing much of the character. For hops, we got Saz, English, or Styrian Goldings. I know Amagang loves Styrian Goldings. No spices are traditionally, although restrained use is allowable if it's a background strength only, which I understand when they say that. If it's not traditional, then it should say if there's spices, it should be a 30A. But whatever. Style comparison should not be as malty as a Bock and should not have crystal malt type sweetness. Okay, so don't tell me what it's not. Tell me what it should be. Similar in strength and balance as a Belgian blonde, but with a richer malt and ester profile, less strong and intense as a Belgian dark strong ale. That's pretty much the only difference between the Belgian doubles and the Belgian quads or strong ales, whatever you want to call them, is basically the alcohol strength. They're very, very similar recipes. Look at our vitals, 15 to 25 IBUs and 10 to 17 SRM. And 6 to 7.6% ABV. This one is 7. All right, so let's start digging in here on the aroma. Well, I mean, it's typical, Belgian Trappist kind of aroma. I'm getting like a fruity kind of sweetness, a little bit of like a perfume character. It's like perfume or flowers. Something kind of a clean, kind of sweet smelling. It's like it's sweet, but it doesn't smell like it's gonna be like a sugar bomb. And like this is like my 4th time reviewing this on camera, um, so I'm gonna try to act like I'm surprised. And it's been years since I've had this, but yeah. So a typical Belgian yeast esters going there, the dried fruit, plum, fig, raisin, definite kind of a cherry in there, and like I said, just kind of a floral kind of a thing. As far as hops, yeah, maybe a little bit of a spicy kind of a thing in there. They're quite low. I believe this bottle is actually upwards of 2 years old. So who knows? As far as the alcohol, I don't smell any alcohol at all, actually. Surprise. All right, so let's check specs on aroma. Complex, rich, sweet, malty aroma, possibly with hints of chocolate, caramel, and or toast, but never roasted or burnt aromas. No, I am not getting any of those. Although this does say possibly, so it's not required. Moderate fruity esters, usually including raisins and plums, sometimes also dried cherries. Wow, that's exactly what I said. Esters sometimes include banana or apple. I am not getting banana on here. Maybe a little bit of red apple. Spicy phenols and higher alcohols are common, may include light clove and spice, peppery, rose-like, and are perfuming. Wow, that's exactly what I said. Spicy qualities can be moderate to very low. Alcohol, if present, is soft and never hot or salty. Absolutely true. Low to no spicy, herbal, or floral hop aroma, typically absent. Okay, that explains why I wasn't getting much hops. The malt is most prominent in the balance with esters and a touch of alcohol and support, blending together for a harmonious presentation. Wow, that is like completely on point. I'm gonna give that 11. I could give that a 12 if I had to. Maybe we'll come back if it's gonna make or break our rating. All right, so appearance. So I'm not sure this is picking up on camera, but in real life it is absolutely beautiful red, almost kind of a brown, just real deep like burgundy, mahogany or whatever you want to call it. Let's see if I can get a SRM reading on here. I mean, it's really tough. I mean, to me, it looks like a 34, but, if you hold it right up to the light, I don't know, it's hard to read because, like, this is brown and it's more of a red. So, I don't know, it could be anywhere from, like, 17 to 34 SRM. Lovely thumb width of, like, a creamy foam on there. Great looking beer. Let's check the specs on that. Appearance, dark amber to copper in color with an attractive reddish depth of color. True, generally clear. Large, dense, and long-lasting, creamy off-white head. True. All right, so total 3 out of 3 on that. Not much to argue on there. All right, so let's dig into the palate. Cheers. Up front, it's kind There's kind of a general kind of a maltiness, very standard Belgian or continental style, ale. You don't get the fruitiness and the esters and the phenols until the second half. The whole first half of the drinking experience, it is a lot like a bock. So it has like this kind of bready malty kind of thing. I would not call it like as rich as that. Certainly not as rich as like a Doppelbock, but it is kind of like, Bock-ish as far as like the malt kind of thing going there. Then, like I said, you swallow, you get the fruity flavor, a lot of cherry, plum, fig, raisin, all the red kind of fruits, maybe like a touch of apple, a little bit of like red apple in there. Spiciness kind of comes from the phenols and the alcohol. So, like up front, it's just this kind of more of like a tingly sensation, almost like a, peppercorn or rye kind of thing, like, but just really, really low, like way down here. And then you swallow it, and then you're getting like a real strong fruitiness up here. And then again, back down to the lowness on the spice. I do get like a little bit of a vanilla or maybe like a little bit of a caramel kind of thing. That's probably from the alcohol. It's probably from the Belgian candy syrup. Speaking of the alcohol, it's very, very tame here. Very, very smooth. Just a very clean alcoholic presence. Let's get to the guidelines on flavor. Flavor, similar qualities as aroma. I hate when they write that. Of course it is. Rich, complex, medium to medium full, rich, sweet malt flavor on the palate, yet finishes moderately dry. Interesting they say that, medium full, rich, sweet malt flavor, but then on style of comparison said should not be as malty as a bock. That's how I would describe a bock. Complex malt, ester, alcohol, and phenol interplay. Raisiny flavors are common. Dried fruit flavors are welcome. Clover pepper spiciness is optional. Seem to have all of that going. Balance is always towards the malt. Yeah, I would totally agree with that. Medium low bitterness that doesn't persist in the aftertaste. Absolutely true. Low spicy floral or herbal hop flavor is optional and not usually present. Again, I'm surprised that the description on this is so brief, but yeah, it is banging on all cylinders. I'm going to go quite high on this one. I'm going to say 19, maybe 18. I'll say 19. Mouthfeel. I put this at about a medium full body. It is not super huge, like, Chimay Blue or something like that. It's obviously, it's highly carbonated. Not like champagne carbonation, but, for a, fairly thick, dark beer, pretty hefty carbonation on there, although it is very, very smooth. Not velvety like a Guinness because it's, carbonated, not nitro, but like that level of smoothness, and like very gentle, very smooth alcohol warming on here. Slightly malty aftertaste, or it's not even really malty. It's probably like the Belgian candy syrup, but so it has like this slightly sweet aftertaste. Otherwise, it finishes very, very dry and makes me want more. So let's check the specs on mouthfeel. Mouthfeel, medium full body. True, I would agree with that. Medium high carbonation. True, which can influence the perception of body. See, it makes it seem thinner than it is. Low alcohol warmth. True. Smooth, hot, never hot or solventy. Yeah, I would agree with that. All right, so it is on point there for the mouthfeel. Again, I'm surprised that that's so short. I thought they would have went a little higher. All right, so I'm going to give this a 10 out of 10. I see no reason not to. Overall impression, it's a total score of 48 out of 50. Almost a perfect beer. I'm going very long. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Cheers.
Somebody brewed it. Chad just reviewed it. Thanks for watching Chad's Beer Review. Trust me, the next episode will be a lot better.